This journey of self realization took me into the depths of existence and why I was the expression, the physical form of feminine energy, despite the fact that we've learned that we are a mixture of both, right? Feminine and masculine, but not in the sense of gender, not in the sense of gender, but energetically, the drive behind the energy, which is still based off of man's perception. There's way more depth within that than we could even imagine, that nobody has. Well, I don't know, to be honest, if anybody has ever reached that depth and was able to measure it and understand fully. But from my understanding is that there are still way more to uncover, way more that we could even imagine. I myself have been wondering what is even more, what is underneath all the structure, all the patterns, all the fractals within this universe, right? That we have been following a cycle, but not just a cycle of in a loop, because that's not fun, but in a cycle of growth. Despite expansion, despite being in patterns, it also there's growth, because within each pattern there's a level of awareness that is above what we perceived before, right? But still, it is just within a new cycle, a new pattern. But what is beyond that? What is beyond the structure? Yes, if you look for information now, it will tell you that the depth of femininity or feminine energy is chaos, and it's no structure. It's the unknown, it's the intuition. But within that structure and discipline and form was created to solidify the energy that came out of the depth of the unknown, the depth of darkness, which is within us. Which is why, as a woman, right, I always felt a way, like I wasn't drawn to tradition in a sense. I wasn't drawn to trends and following these cycles. When I find myself stuck in a cycle, it was one of the most difficult periods of my life that I have to go through to find, why do I feel this way? Why do I feel stuck in this loop? Why? Why is it like this? What is behind this energy? And then realizing within these patterns that they have driven results. So this will be an energetic, right? A lot of people, let's say this is how there's this one direction to this one result, and a lot of people believe in this direction and have seen results. So then me being the one like, whoa, they get the results I want, let me follow in them steps. But I am tired of that. I don't know if you are like me, but within the structure, within these systems, I know it's changing. I know it's going to be even deeper than it has ever been before. So within me searching for depth and trying to understand, why do we have to be stuck in these cycles? Why can't we create cycles of ourselves? But yet still we would still be within cycles. You'll understand what I'm saying? So there is still so much to uncover, and I know that this is just the beginning for me and for a lot of us. But if you resonate with this, you can let me know, because I have been in this space of wanting to know more within myself, because realizing that life unfolds through me, I have been seeing it like real time happening when I am able to really just pay attention and not focus on a particular outcome that I want to happen, but just looking at my hands and what it does when I decide that I want to write down something. If I just think, oh, I want to write this down, my hands automatically does takes the pen, gets the paper, and write down my thoughts, right? So I've been paying attention to that for a long time, and then also going into research of understanding how our body functions, how our brains function, and whatever we program it in ourselves is what our body naturally does, right? So it shows that our within our thoughts, our emotions, our beliefs is what our body expresses, but it is also based off of what we were conditioned to think is the right thing to do, or the steps to take to give us out these driven results. I am not saying that structure and rules is bad, right? And if you want a particular result, if this is the way to get it, then you do that and get it. I'm not saying not to, but for me, my I don't know, my alignment is way beyond that. That's just how I feel. Maybe it could be leading me to a particular direction, but I feel like I'm still in the unknown of understanding where that direction is in particular, because I am what's within me right now is that I am searching for what is beyond that, and I know I am going to get the answer, or I am going to get the direction into exactly where I need to be. But I am trusting it because I have seen that life is unfolding through me. Yes, there are conditions that still pull me back to, is this real? Or, but then it proves it to me that it's real. But that part of doubt is like still there sometimes. But it's not that it's a bad thing. It's just that because we've been in this experience for a long time, there are things that we are just accustomed to. It's just things that cycles and patterns that our body have naturally. Yeah, there are there are patterns, there are cycles that we naturally already follow from since birth to now. So it's gonna take some time for us to get out of it. But I just truly believe that there's way more than what we have seen and what we have experienced. There's so much depth into who we are and this existence. And for me to have this understanding, I did a lot of research, I did a lot of reading, and I went within myself and I saw the me as this physical form, this expression of energy. I also saw the observer behind that, and I also saw the awareness behind the observer. So then, who are we? If I am able to be aware of myself observing my thoughts and my emotions and this life unfolding before me, then who are we? How I'm able to see that, or how you would be able to see that? If you pay attention to your thoughts, if you have a thought right now, right? Not if, your thoughts right now, right? Look at your thoughts. Pay attention to your thoughts. Who is paying attention to your thoughts? How do you feel in this moment? Who is paying attention to how do you feel? Like, you could be aware of how you feel, you could be aware of your thoughts, or you could observe it. Sorry, you could observe your thoughts and you could observe your emotions. Who is observing? And then when you observe those things, become aware that you are observing those things. What is that awareness? And then also you could be aware of that awareness being aware of the observer. You understand what I'm saying? This is deeper than we could imagine because it's an ongoing process. It's like with fractals, right? It's like the more you go within, the more you see outside. So it is definitely a mirror, and the more you observe, the more you are aware of the awareness. It's just a continuous cycle again, just like this physical structure, this physical system. It's a lot sometimes, but it's exciting, and I am really curious and open to receive more and to understand myself in this, and to understand not really why, well, kind of like why, like why, even if it's just the experience, like physical form, which is fun, but I feel like I am not attached to that anymore. Of course, I want to have large sums of money and just have fun and travel and experience things and do things with my family, my loved ones, my daughter. You know, I want to do those things, of course. But my interest is way past that. What is the reason behind all this? What is the reason behind existence? Is it just to have this physical experience? Or is to understand that we are way more than just that?